President-elect Joe Biden's emphasis on diversity in this cabinet is being received with enthusiasm by many minority groups. To speak to us more about diversity in government is Kristal Knight, a political and social impact strategist at Priorities USA. Kristal, having worked so closely or adjacent with the Biden campaign as the political director of Priorities USA, speak to us about the culture you experienced working with the campaign.
Sure. The culture was a culture of winning. So we planned to win, and that's absolutely what we did. But we worked closely making sure that all of the messaging that was being put out on behalf of the campaign, we were creating unique and digital spots, not only on TV, but on radio, on Spotify, on all the places that people hang out online, to make sure that we were reaching every single American with the message that they deserve to hear about why President-elect Joe Biden deserved to be the next president.
Can you speak to us about what we can expect in terms of diversity based on your experience?
Sure. So the president-elect has already stated that he intends to create an office on diversity and inclusion, or something of the sort. I believe that this is the first ever office that will be created by a sitting president. That's absolutely necessary, and it's remarkable. I think the other thing that we should also recognize is Vice President-elect Kamala Harris is the first woman and the first woman of color, African American and Indian, and her election as a part of this team is historic in itself. And it's also a strong sign that this president really believes in diversity and hopes to, include as many people and diverse voices as possible.
What kinds of things do we need to see in an administration that will move us in the right direction to achieve a higher level of diversity?
That's a great question. I think one of the things that we need to see not only are diverse cabinet picks and heads, but we also need to see diverse staffers. It doesn't make a difference if the person that's in charge of an agency is diverse if every single person underneath them looks alike. I think that there's also diversity that can be included not only just in the way people present and look, but also in the backgrounds and experiences that they're bringing into the roles. It's one thing if we're picking long-term and lifelong career employees of the federal government, and it's another thing to go outside and really find people who've been doing the work either at nonprofits or in the tech industry or in special interest groups that can really add a unique voice and a unique perspective to the work. Those are the things that really add to diversity, not just in people, but also in culture and in ideas.
Kristal, thank you so much. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
That was Kristal Knight of Priorities USA.